It was a cold winter in Los Angeles' Chinatown, the kind of cold that crept into your bones even beneath the city's bright lights and red lanterns swaying in the night breeze. Every morning before dawn, Mr. Liu, the owner of Golden Moon Restaurant, would unlock his door and find the same man sleeping on the sidewalk just a few feet away. The man was thin, wrapped in a torn blanket, with a beard that had grown wild and silver. His name was Henry, though no one ever cared to ask. To Mr. Liu, Henry was a nuisance, a stain in front of his business that made customers frown. "Get out of here," he would shout every morning, waving his broom as if to sweep the man away like dirt. Sometimes he'd shove Henry's few belongings aside or toss his cup of coins into the gutter. And Henry, quiet, tired Henry, would simply nod, gather his things, and shuffle a few feet down the street. He never yelled back. He never cursed. He just stayed close. And every night, when the lights of Golden Moon went out and the neighborhood grew still, Henry would return to that same spot. He'd curl up under the awning, guarding the place as if it were his own. No one knew that Henry used to be a chef once, years ago, before life fell apart. His wife had died, his savings vanished, and his mind had broken in small, quiet ways that no one could see. He'd come to Chinatown because it reminded him of her. The smell of soy sauce, the steam of dumplings, the way the city never truly slept. Mr. Liu never knew any of that. To him, Henry was just the homeless man by the door. But one chilly morning, when the frost glazed the rooftops and the air smelled of winter rain, Mr. Liu opened his restaurant and froze. The sidewalk was empty. No blanket, no man, no sound. For the first time in months, the doorway looked bare. Something inside him felt wrong. He looked up and down the street, expecting to see Henry somewhere nearby, mumbling to himself, picking up cans, or sweeping bits of trash as he often did. But he was gone. When Mr. Liu opened the restaurant, he couldn't shake the unease. His hands trembled as he counted the register. Finally, he went to the back office, turned on the computer, and opened the security footage. He started from a few weeks back, clips of Henry sleeping in front of the restaurant, always making sure the sidewalk was clean before morning. There were nights he'd scare off drunk men who tried to urinate near the door. Other times, he'd gently move trash bins back into place after the wind knocked them over. As Mr. Liu watched, his throat tightened. Every harsh word he had shouted, every kick, every insult, they echoed in his memory like heavy stones. Then he clicked on the most recent video, the night before Henry disappeared. It was around midnight. The street was empty, quiet. Then, 3 figures appeared. Young men, their faces hidden under hoodies. They tried the restaurant's front door, tugging at the lock. Henry stirred from his blanket, got up, and shouted at them. The camera caught him waving his arms, trying to scare them off. One of the men shoved him. Henry pushed back. There was a struggle. Then, a flash of metal. A knife. Mr. Liu gasped. The blade plunged once, twice. Henry collapsed to the ground as the men ran into the night. The video ended with silence. Just Henry, lying there, the streetlight flickering over him. Around 3 in the morning, a passing car stopped. Someone got out, knelt beside him, and called 911. By the time the ambulance came, Henry was barely breathing. Mr. Liu sat in his office for a long time, staring at the frozen image of the man he had hated. The tears came slowly, like rain that had been waiting too long to fall. He didn't open the restaurant that day. He couldn't. He locked the door, grabbed his coat, and drove to the hospital listed in the police report. When he arrived, the nurse looked up with tired eyes. "Are you family?" she asked. Mr. Liu hesitated, his voice trembling. "No, but he was always by my restaurant." The nurse's eyes softened. "I'm sorry, he didn't make it. He lost too much blood before they found him." Mr. Liu felt something break inside him. He sat in the waiting room for a long time, staring at the white tiles, the smell of antiseptic heavy in the air. A police officer later gave him a small plastic bag, Henry's belongings. Inside were a few coins, a half-broken lighter, and a folded piece of paper. Mr. Liu unfolded it. It was a receipt from Golden Moon Restaurant. On the back, written in shaky handwriting, were the words, "Someday, I'll eat here again." That night, Mr. Liu went back to his restaurant. He stood by the door where Henry used to sleep. The sidewalk still bore faint stains from the blood that had been washed away. He set down a bowl of hot rice and roasted pork on the step, steam rising into the cold night air. and for the first time he whispered, "Thank you, Henry." The wind passed softly through the street, almost like an answer. From that night on, there was always a bowl of food by the door of Golden Moon, every evening, without fail, for the man who guarded it like it was his home.